G'day cocktail lovers. You know what I feel like I haven't done in a while? A Milk Punch Monday! And this is Monday for me when this goes live. I understand a lot of people are in different time zones, and in fact, who knows when someone's watching this down the line. But for me, this went live on a Monday, so it fits. Tropical drinks are one of my favorites to do a milk clarification on because they already have the citrus element you need to curdle the milk. And sometimes I like to use coconut milk or coconut cream as opposed to dairy because that's a whole tropical feel. I'm going to be doing that today. I'm going to be doing a clarification of a cocktail I've never had either on its own or milk clarified. So I'm very keen to see how this goes. It's called the Bahama Mama. Like most of these tiki style drinks, you'll get variations on the recipe in different online guides and books, but it'll basically go a coconut rum, an overproof rum, coffee liqueur, pineapple juice, lemon juice, and little variations or sometimes big variations around that. Besides the actual clarification, my biggest variation is going to be on the coffee side. I'm going to use this from the Archie Rose Distillery. They call it Blasphemy. Most of the recipes say use something wussy like Tia Maria. This is actually a whiskey blended with coffee. I'm not even a coffee drinker and I like this. And also because when you do a clarification, the flavors tend to get toned down, so I wanted something with stronger, bolder flavors. So this will be the coffee element. And talking about overproof, you don't get rums much higher proof than this. This is 151 proof, an Australian rum called Inner Circle from the Beanley Distillery in Queensland. It's a rather special one, can't always get it. I have some at the moment, so this will be going in. The coconut element will be the coconut fat washed rum I made myself. This also is a higher than average proof white rum, so there's some pretty strong elements in here, but the clarification is going to tone them down. I'm going to make a batch here because if I'm going to all the trouble of going through the clarification process, I want a couple of drinks at the far end, but I'll give you the directions or if you were making a single serve of this. First we go with 1 ounce or 30 mils of white rum, then 1 ounce or 30 mils of overproof rum, then half an ounce or 15 mils of the coffee element, 2.5 ounces of pineapple juice, and finally just 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice, around 22.5 mils. For the clarification process, I'm now going to add that to some cream of coconut I made. And the ratio you want of your cocktail to the milk element is 4 parts drink to 1 part of the milk. Giving that a gentle stir as I add it, and then I'm going to set that aside for the curdling process to really take hold. And my experience with coconut products is you really want to leave it for at least a day or so to get some good separation, but then you're going to pour that through a coffee filter to start the clarification. Now it's the curds or the separated elements that actually do the heavy work of the clarification, and they won't all settle to the bottom of the filter first. So you'll need to let it run through for a while and then take that bit out and put it back through. Alternatively, you can run the entire solution through more than once. If you have the patience to let the process run its course, then you get this beautiful clarified drink. And of course, to show it off, I'm pouring it over some of my sexy clear ice, and I'm going with my favorite garnishes, a twist of orange peel and a maraschino cherry on a skewer. It's definitely a double pleasure with clarified drinks. They look fantastic and they taste fantastic. And I love comparing them, like, look how dark the elements were, and it's come out this clear. And the dark rum. And you saw how gross it was when it was doing the separating process. It absolutely looks terrible when you do that. And when it works well, you get this absolutely fantastic result. Clear ice really shows it off. And as I like saying, check out my channel if you want to find out the easiest way to make clear ice. Doesn't take up a lot of freezer space. I've got a secret weapon. There'll be a link at the end of the video. Look at me rabbiting on. I haven't even tried the drink yet, and oh my goodness, that is great. There's a lot of pineapple juice in here, and that's probably the dominant flavor. But then as it goes down, the really strong rum comes through, and the little coffee elements just sit with you. This is great for me. As I said, not a coffee drinker. You get that almost nutty dark chocolate coffee flavor, but it's really light, but it's what sits with you. You get a little sweet burst up front, and it's this beautiful bracing clear thing, and then the deeper flavors just kind of sit on the palate and give you a multifaceted experience, which is what I like in a cocktail. I like it when it's more than one thing, and this one doesn't just look good, it tastes good, And you know what? If you want more of this little magic of the clarification process, I do have a lot of other clarified cocktails on the channel. You should check out the playlist for them. And in the meantime, I hope you are taking care of yourself, and I do hope to see you again sometime soon. I'm going to finish this off, and I will say for now, cheers.